Hi everybody. There's been a lot of questions about how to successfully get started with this Oracle 11G stuff, and so thanks to Wally Shannon for telling me how to actually get past step number 3 in the assignment. And I'm going to show you a little bit of what you never knew you needed to know about Oracle. So for assignment number 4, part 1, we got to obviously download Oracle. So you're going to come to oracle.com and click on the downloads icon up at the top, and it's going to process through. Then select Database 11G Express Edition down here. Obviously you're going to have to accept the license agreement and then pick the Oracle Database 11G version that's right for you. For me, I'm on a 64-bit Windows system as opposed to the 32-bit system. And I've already done the download, which is going to show up as Oracle XE112 underscore Win64 zip. And that'll come to your downloads folder. Now, to make finding all of this mess easier, I have 2 hard drives installed. I wanted everything on the D drive, so I made an Oracle 11G folder. In that folder, when you go into Oracle 11G XE zip, you're going to right-click in your downloads on the file folder. You're going to extract all, and you're going to tell it where to go. So I want it on my D drive, so I got to go on down to the D drive, select Oracle 11G, and it's going, and all you got to do is select Oracle 11G and hit OK, and it is going to make the folder disk 1, and then disk 1 is going to have all of your setup information inside it. Now, I built the core folder so that all of the directory stuff and special software that works in the background that you never have to touch can be loaded into a blank directory without any interference, and it's still in my 11G folder. So once you run all of that and you've got Oracle 11G installed, start your database. It's going to ask you if you want it to allow the process. And we're going to start by connecting to SQL Plus, if I can spell. Enter your username. The password should have been entered when you installed Oracle 11G. And the password will be invisible, so just make sure that you hit those keystrokes accurately. And now we're connected. So, the next headache that you wouldn't know unless you knew is the command in the logging into Oracle database screenshots is going to be different for everybody depending on how you install it. So you need to make sure that the file directory is correct so that Oracle can actually find these things. Now, I also have Oracle 12c that I was working with, and I made a special file folder for all of these create client, insert client, store schema things. So instead of copying those to another folder, I'm just going to use the exact same directory reference for these files in Oracle 12c, because the kind of database you're using is irrelevant at this step. So @ space D drive : / and I know that these files are located in my Oracle 12c folder in the database file location folder, and now we're going to reference the file itself, create client. And it's going to give me an error because I already did this. So then the next step, if you just hit the up and down arrows, you can get back everything you just typed in. It's part of the database cache. So if you just delete the file name, you can go to the next one, which is insert client, and hit enter. and it's going to give me an error for every single item in there because I've already done it. So it's going to be insert into client values, yada yada yada, error at line 1, unique constraint violated because it's already been put in there. And then at the very bottom, commit complete, which means that the steps are actually done. So the last thing is going to be Oracle. We're going to run the store schema file. So store underscore schema.sql, and it's going to give me table created, rows created, there's a commit, another row, and then a commit complete, table created, and it's ready to rock and roll. So following that, when we go into the instructions, there's still a matter of granting and creating a new user. So real quick, just to prove that everything's there, I'm going to do the select file command. Coming from client. And anytime you want this to be the only command entry, you end it with a semicolon. Yeah, and my table's named something different, so it's going to give me an error message. So then we're going to, let's see, what's the next thing? So create user. Create user is pretty straightforward. My name, identified by, and then password will be visible when you create this entry, and it's going to give me an error because I've already created this user. And then connect, disconnect, system, things like that. So for part 2, come down to the instructions. We're going to try and select salary grade, underscore grades, semicolon. So then the next thing is the instructions reference something simply price page 12 or so, and I looked it up just searching price Oracle database 11G, and I came up with this. There's apparently a book on Amazon that you can get. It's Oracle database 11G SQL, and basically if you scroll on through to page, where are the page numbers? That's page 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So you start seeing some of these directory informations, and you realize that this is the data that all of this is being drawn from. So this book is actually the instructions for what you're doing. And yeah, so that's available through paperback or in Kindle version. And you can see the ISBN number here. And that should get you all started. Once you get the directory information correct, it's pretty smooth sailing from there. Hope this helps.